Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. So in today's video I wanted to talk about certain things as a gardener you should keep as a backup, and I will also share a strategy with you guys what I didn't know when I initially started with gardening. This technique will definitely help you grow your plants healthy. I will show it to you in the later part of the video. Before that, as a gardener, there are certain things that you must always have as a backup, which I'm going to show you in this video. Because when I had started, I did not have a proper planning with gardening. So over the period of time, I started to plan things well in advance, and it has made my gardening life quite easy. So first, I'm going to show you what are the things as a gardener you should have as a backup. So that you can plan well in advance, and after that I'm going to show you a very important thing as a gardener, especially when you're about to buy new plants or when you have your new plants coming in mail, how you can go about with that. So I'm going to share that as well. So let me first show you what are the backup things as a gardener you should have. So I'm going to start off with the basic things, that is the soil. Now as you can see, I have a good amount of soil over here. I don't know if it's going to be visible. So this is my red soil, or basically the garden soil, the base of my garden. This is not amended yet. It's just the garden soil. I've collected it from the roadside. I will also show you a video clip from where I have collected it. So as you can see, this is the spot. There's a huge amount of soil that has been taken out. Basically there is a construction of an apartment going on, so I will have to hurry up and get in some more of the soil, because later on they are going to move this and put it in some other place, so I have to collect it before it's over. And then the second thing that I have over here is sand, which again is very important. This comes in handy for succulents, cacti, as well as for my foliage plants and flowering plants, because we need to make the soil mix well draining. So along with garden soil, I also have a good amount of sand. I have to get some more sand. This is porous sand. You can see it's very large pieces like this, so this helps in making the soil well draining. And then I have coco peat, which again is very important for my foliage and flowering plants. I always keep a little bit handy. I have few more that is already soaked in water, and that is already put in the pots. So this is an extra small little block that I have. Coco peat comes in very handy. Now here I have some soil mix. I have already made the mix because I have some plants that are either going to come on Monday or they are going to come on Tuesday. So I always prepare the soil mix well in advance. So this soil mix is already done. I always keep a backup of pots. These are 7-inch pots, and these are either 5 and 6-inch pots. So always have a backup for the pots. Again over here I have some more sand. This is aquarium sand. So these are the basic things that you need to keep as a backup: your coco peat, your soil, prepare some extra soil and keep aside, and your pack of pots. I think I happen to drop some sand, probably the bag has torn, and now I have an extra work of cleaning this. This is what I was talking about when you are about to buy plants, or wherein new plants are about to come. Now this is the mistake what I did when I initially started, and nobody told me about it, because of course when we tend to check information or when we check with others, they all will tell you about the type of soil mix, where to place the plant, when to water, but nobody talks about this particular portion, and I did not have an idea about it. So what we have to do is, let's say that you have your plants coming in maybe after a week or so. Prepare the pots with soil well in advance, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Now what we have to do over here, as I said, maybe my plants might come on Monday or by Tuesday. I have already done the check once, but I'm going to show it to you once again. That's where you can see the soil is kind of wet. So what you have to do is prepare your soil mix and put them into the pot. Now all you have to do is, this is the testing method. I'm not going to water all of the pots, I'm just going to water one of them. And after you have filled it up with soil, go ahead and do a complete watering. Now you have to just wait, because within couple of minutes this water should run out from the pot. As you can see, the water has started to run out of the pot within couple of seconds, and you can see there is no water that is being stagnant in the pot. It's not pooling in the pot. All the excess water has drained out. Now this indicates that this pot is ready for a plant to be planted. So this is how you do a check. Now after this, because we still have some time for the plants to come in, you can let this soil dry. Again, do a check by either putting your finger or a stick and check if the soil is getting compact or not. Most likely, if the soil looks like this, well draining, it is not going to turn compact, because this soil has a mix of garden soil, sand, a little bit of perlite and coco peat. So in this way you can see that the water is free flowing. It's not getting pulled into the pot, which indicates that this pot is ready for a plantation. And this is something that I did not know when I initially started with gardening. I used to get the plant, prepare the soil mix, put the plant in, and then later what used to happen is a lot of times the water used to not drain out and the soil used to get compact. Now because of this, what I had to do is I had to again repot the plant because the soil was not correct. In this case, you do not need to do anything. You only need to put the plant in and you know that it's ready to go. But those days I used to have a lot of issue. And always remember guys, once you get the plant, you put it into the pot. Taking the plant out again is not a very good thing to do, because it kind of damages the plant. Because the plant has been in transit for a very long time. Once it comes to your place, all it needs to do is just take some rest and be settled. But in this case, what's going to happen is that if your soil is not correct, if it's not well draining, or let's say it's getting very compact, you again take out the plant from the pot, and this kind of hampers the health of the plant. Apart from that, the roots also get damaged while taking out the plant and putting it back again. Whenever the plant comes in, once you have potted, the plant should start to adjust and get acclimated in the new environment rather than getting pulled out from the pot. Now imagine you did not have the right type of soil mix. You have taken out the plant from the pot. You again prepare another soil mix. Again, you're not very sure. You put the plant in. Probably that is also not working out. Now again, you have to take out the plant. So you can see this is going to be a big chaos and mess for the plant, and most likely the plant might get into a shock. So we have to be very, very careful with this initial stage. The initial stage of planting a plant is the most crucial period, because that is when the plant is getting acclimated and adjusted in your environment. And if you're going to keep moving it around, taking it out, repotting it, that will again damage the plant. And then in most cases, the plant might get into a shock, or it might start to wilt, or it will look droopy. And then again, if lucky, if the plant is a hardy plant, it might try to survive. But if it's a very sensitive or a very delicate kind of a plant, or a very fragile plant, most likely the plant will die from shock. So you have to be extremely careful. Of course, I'm not telling you to go with such large pots. This is just an example, because I have another large plant that is coming in. So I've made this for them. You will get to know probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll do an unboxing video so you can get an idea of what plants I have got. And this is just a backup. You know, I already have some soil in the tray which is being ready. That's the soil that I will be using, but it's the same type of soil. I have kept a little bit aside, and these would be for the larger plants that are coming in. So that's about it guys. These are the basic things that you need to keep in mind. A lot of people might not talk about this, but this is extremely important to test your soil. So these are the two things that we need to keep in mind, that the soil is loose and the soil is well draining, because almost 99% of the plants, or I would say all the plants, prefer a soil which is loose and porous. None of the plants would like to be in a very compact soil that tends to suffocate the roots. So that's about it guys. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.